Hey everybody, I'm Steven.
And I'm Kyle.
Together we are the co-chairs of the Hemlock Farms Archives and Museum.
It's located at the Orchard House here in Orchard Drive, right in Hemlock Farms. The volunteers over the years have collected a great deal of documentation and magazines and paperwork all about the history of Hemlock Farms. We have put together some things that we found out in the world as well, brought in different publications and magazines that celebrated some of the early homes here in Hemlock. You could actually purchase certain homes that were paired up with magazines, from Parents Magazine, Women's Day, Field and Stream, and you could select that model home and then have it built through the community. And a lot of those still exist today, and you may live in one.
And as a matter of fact, here's a little bit of history for you. One of our actual model homes, for those of us that are from New York, was actually placed on the top of Gimbel's department store in Manhattan as a complete showroom that you could literally buy this home and have it built here in Hemlock Farms. But in addition to this incredible mid-century architecture of these 10 to 12 original homes, our heritage is defined by these buildings you see all around the perimeter of Hemlock Farms, and you easily identify them by the stonework, the brown wood, the red and the green highlight colors. Those are what's known as the Brewster buildings. And these buildings date back to the early 1900s when the Brewster family, which is a very wealthy construction family from New Jersey, this was their playground. They built this community that we live in now as Hemlock Farms as a weekend retreat called Camp Hemlock. So this year, as a matter of fact, June 3rd is the official date of our 60th anniversary. And we've been fortunate enough here at the museum to have our 60th anniversary commemorative plaque placed here at the Orchard House. And if you come with me, I'll back up a little bit. You may have seen this guy around. So he's made appearances throughout the decades, and this is Horace Brewster. So the museum and archives, we're bringing Horace Brewster back to the public. He is our official mascot. You're going to see him on different merchandise that will be available. We're going to have some short story contests for the community, some drawing contests for the community to really celebrate a piece of our history, which is so iconic, which is Horace Brewster the deer. Right now we're in front of the Orchard House, which houses the museum. You can see here one of our artifacts, the Brewster stable doors, and the original stables are located on the grounds over here. But what I'd love to do is pass this back to my partner Kyle to do a tour inside the museum. Want to come in?
So here I am inside of the Hemlock Farms Archive and Museum. This is just a small sampling of the items within the museum. Some of my favorite pieces you'll see on display here. These were actually something you could order and have on your name post outside of your house. So you could have your family name carved in wood, and then you could select these really nice little metal pieces, from this little fisher boy here to the deer, trees, and even a man like holding a lantern. You may have one. There's still some throughout the community. So here in the museum, we have a lot of great archival documentation and pamphlets, as well as magazines, publications that were given out across America that celebrated Hemlock Farms, got people to want to buy in. Back in the day, we've got this magazine here, Parents Magazine. This is actually the Parents Magazine home here in Hemlock Farms. And it shows the layout. I got you very excited about the different amenities, and look at that amazing mid-century design that you could pick. And a lot of these homes you could actually choose already decorated with furniture. There was a Field and Stream home as well. That's one of the A-frame homes within our community. This is from August 1968, but that was celebrating for the hunter. We also have some of the original pamphlets as well. And these also are great because they showcase where the original model homes were and the different designs that you could select from. And you can still spot a lot of these in our community today. Another pamphlet here. And then this is pretty great. This is the Women's Day magazine from 1966. It shows the pavilion-style vacation house for the woman of the future. And there's about 4 of these remaining in Hemlock Farms today, but this shows the original designs that you could select, as well as the very 1960s mod happening colorways that you could select as well.
Kyle and I are so fortunate and really grateful to help carry the torch into this next generation of the Hemlock Archives and Museum. And we really look forward to getting to know our neighbors, and we will publish information on when the museum is open, how to become involved, and we look forward to seeing everyone at our upcoming events.
Yes, and the Hemlock Farms has so much history, and for those people new here, we hope you'll be a part of it and learn that, because we can't get to the future if we don't know our past, as always been said, and there's so much great history here, and we're excited to share it with you.
So what are we working on, and what can you expect from the Hemlock Farms Archives and Museum and the incredible volunteers that are helping continue to run this building? We are starting to curate all of this incredible information, and we are going to start a walking tour for our historic Brewster buildings, where you'll be able to follow along or scan a QR code and learn the significance of what was the dairy building, what was the horse barn. And as you look at these buildings behind us, those were actual caretakers who lived in those buildings during the Brewster days, and our original community managers when we first were incorporated back in the 1960s. We're going to ask our community, if you have one of these original homes and you didn't even know it, reach out to us. Share with us. If you have archival information or artifacts that you want to see part of the museum, reach out to us on our social media page. It's on Facebook. It's called the Hemlock Farms Archives and Museum. And hey, get involved with the museum, with these incredible volunteers that are so passionate about preserving our history, but also learning from our history to inspire the future of Hemlock Farms.
Right, and we'd be nothing without you. So we need your help. We need you to volunteer, join, or just come to the events and learn something about where you live.